Welcome to CIST 2531 Web Graphics 2. My name is Rocky Spurlock. I will be your instructor for this course. Today we're going to go over in this video what you need to accomplish this week. We're going to explore your Blackboard shell and also look at where you can actually get your Adobe Creative Cloud plans if you need to subscribe to one. All right, starting out, we're going to look at your home page. Here you'll see your announcements. That'll be listed here. This also takes you to the same place the announcements link here will take you to. So we'll click on the announcements and see the announcements that have been posted. This is a welcome message that gives you some details about what each one of these links are for and where to start in your assignments. We also have a link here that will give you a web link for the Adobe Creative Cloud. So open this link up, you can see that you do have Adobe Creative Cloud. You want to come to students and teachers. And in here you can get the Adobe Creative Cloud with all the apps for $19.99 a month. If you've just taken Web Graphics 1, you should already have all of the apps from Adobe Creative Cloud. If not, you can download them here and subscribe from here. You will need this option here, the Creative Cloud All Apps. Take a moment to look and see what all is included in this. Now, once again, your payment plans are going to be different than what's this. This is the payment if you were not a student. Okay, so you will have Photoshop, Illustrator, which is what we will be using in this class. You will also be able to get Premiere Pro for video editing, Dreamweaver. That's something that you'll be using in the web technologies. It is also a website designing program, Animate, Lightroom, other different types of Adobe programs. All of these will be included in this Creative Cloud All Apps for students and teachers. So this is what you will see that you will get inside of this deal here. Some other items you'll get is easy updates, step-by-step tutorials will be in there as well. You also get different extras that will be included in this as well. So once again, that link is in your announcements located here. Then you have the instructions to where to go to get started. Okay, we'll come back to the assignments. Under My Grades, this is going to give you your assignments for the semester and also the category that those assignments are tied to. We see that our assignments are listed as either assignments or discussion. So we look at grading criteria here. We'll see that your average of your assignments are 90% of your grade and discussions are 10%. Send email. This is where you will click if you need me to look at an assignment or if you have a question. You will click the select user or all instructor users to send me an email. Due dates. This is where you'll see the dates that your assignments are due. One thing, these are hard assignments dates, so I do not accept assignments after this due date. So for example, chapter 2, if you do not have it turned in by January 30th, I do not accept it on January 31st. So make sure that you have your assignments turned in by the due date. Then we have a link to the syllabus and student guide. Okay, you need to make sure that you read over this. It has things like your textbook that we'll use for the class, the classroom in the book. It also has different types of attendance policy, course requirements, class procedures. Once again, as I said, assignments will not be accepted late. Technology failure is not going to be accepted as an excuse for late assignments, so make sure you have plenty of time to do your assignment. Make sure that you have a backup plan in place if the technology fails you. We do have labs on campus. Software may or may not be available on those labs. We have our evaluations. Labs are 90%, discussions are 10%. We have some general information about cheating, work ethics, different support options that are available to you. If you need accommodations, that information is covered in this area as well. Also, withdrawing from the class is covered, along with other information. We have important dates for this spring and the summer will be listed here. We also have a student guide that tells you, the weeks that you'll be working on the chapters and the due dates for those chapters. Those are, once again, also listed under due dates. Going back to my grades for just a second, I do want to point out that you start off with a 0 in this course, and as you turn in assignments and as they're graded, you will gain points for that. But any assignment that has not been assigned, for example, let's say that we're working on Chapter 3 assignment. At this point, you would have Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 assignment. So everything else, Chapter 4 on down, would be counting as a 0 at that point. Okay, so if your grade is sitting there at say a 10 at that point, it will go up as stuff is turned in. All right, a couple of things we have here on the assignments tab. Once again, I'm in the student preview, so this is only things you can see at this current time. We have a getting started folder. In here, you do have a syllabus link to your syllabus and student guide. You have a syllabus agreement, which is a one-question test saying that you've read the syllabus and you agree with it. We do have introductions. This is the discussion board. With this, you would need to write a 100-word post that would introduce yourself to the class. You may include things about what major you're in, what your hobbies are, your likes, maybe some dislikes, whatever you feel comfortable sharing with the class. Your posts are due by Thursday on all of your discussions. All of your discussions are going to be a 100-word post, and they're due by Thursday. You have to reply to 2 other posts. So you have to reply to either one of my posts or one of your classmates' posts, or 2 of your classmates' posts with at least 50 words each. Those posts are due by Sunday. All right, we see our textbook information here, and then my contact information. So this week, you need to make sure you read the syllabus agreement, complete the syllabus agreement exam, and do the introduction discussion. That is all you have to do this week. I do recommend that you go ahead and set up your Creative Cloud and get that subscribed as well. The next thing you see is the guideline for email instructor. This is a guideline, some helpful tips for when you email your instructor. So we'll exit the preview here and go back to what I see, and you can look at some of the assignments that you will have in the future. So we have our different chapters. These chapters will only be available on the week that we are working on those. So I'm going to look at Chapter 2, for example. It's going to have your instructions up here to read the chapter, to search or to work on the file, go through the end of the chapter for each section, and it has the ending section that you'll stop at. From here, you will submit the assignment in the Dropbox, which will be located under this, and then complete the weekly discussion. You will need to download your starting files for your book. Now I'm pulling up my digital version of this book so we can look at the instructions. So to find your lesson files, you will need to go to the Adobe Press Illustrator. You'll sign in or create your new account. Okay, so you'll come up to this screen. Once you click Submit, you'll enter your ISBN number on this. They will ask you a question for the proof of the purchase of the book. So it may be in Chapter 14, Replacing Symbols section, what's the third word in the first sentence. So it'll be something like that that they will ask. So you'll put the word in that they are asking. In here, you will go in and register it and be able to download your lesson files from there. So that is where you'll download your files. Your files. Give me just 1 second, I'll load this. All right, so when you get this loaded, you'll see the download lesson files. In here, you will download all of your files. Make sure that you extract those files once you download them. It will take you a few minutes to download the files. I'm going to cancel this. But make sure that once you have those downloaded, you do extract the files so you can access them through Illustrator. We will be covering all 16 chapters. There are a few weeks that you will have 2 chapters of once due. You'll see on the due dates, if I can click on the right thing. You will see that chapter 10 and 11 are going to be due on the same week, along with chapters 15 and 16. You do see a long break here between chapter 11 and chapter 12. That break is for spring break, so you will not have any assignments due during spring break. All right, so if you have any questions, be sure to send me an email. We look forward to having you in the class this semester.